Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I don't even know what I say anymore. I'm so bad at filming now. I also get so nervous around you. I'm so sorry. Yep, I do. Every time. We're literally married. I get nervous around you filming. It's fine. Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome back to my channel. I am so glad that you're here. This is my first time using one of these mics in a video, and I am so excited to play with them. They are so fun, and hopefully this all turns out okay. I'm kind of freaking out inside, but it'll be fine. I am with Luke. We're in the car. Say hi.
How's it going?
We are on our way to go do some book shopping. I feel like I haven't been book shopping in like forever. Maybe I've been ordering books, which there will be a big haul at the end of this video as well, so stay tuned for that. But I feel like I haven't been like physically book shopping in a long time, or at least I haven't really bought a lot of books in the bookstore recently. So I've been more like book window shopping, book browsing, but not buying. But today, I will be buying, and that is just the most exciting thing ever. What else was I going to say? There aren't really a ton of books on my radar as of right now. Like I've been saying, I have been ordering some online, so I'm kind of just browsing, looking around today. Actually, I do want to get Belladonna, which is the first book in, I guess, the Belladonna trilogy. I don't really know what it's called. The third one in the trilogy came out like earlier this year, and I follow Bestie Taylor, TK's Library, on booktube and on Instagram. Absolutely love her content. She was actually the reason why I found Heartstopper, and she read the third one, Wisteria, recently, and she said it was like so good. Like it's her favorite book of the year. So I really want to start that trilogy. I think it's just like a YA fantasy series. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's not YA. I have no idea. I just kind of go off of recommendations most of the time, to be completely honest. But I do want to find some books that I feel like aren't talked about as much, so I can give new recommendations and talk to you guys about new books and not just books that you guys are like seeing all the time. And Luke also has a book or two that he would like to pick up. So very exciting. We're finally getting him into reading, guys, and it has been the best thing ever that has ever happened to me personally. I'm very happy right now. How do you feel about your new reading journey?
I can't wait.
Luke actually started a book club with his friends, which is also very exciting. So shout out to Owen, Duncan, and Henry for making Luke start reading. We're gonna go to Barnes today. I don't know if we're gonna go anywhere else. Maybe we'll stop at Target or something like that. Love a good Target trip. Target? Who is Target? Couldn't tell you. Sorry if this angle is actually crazy. It is very bumpy on all the roads, and I don't know how to make this any smoother. But before we start book shopping, we're gonna go get some coffee and some lunch. So let's go.
Let's go.
Period. Okay, I got an iced chai latte with honey in it. This is the best chai around town. What did you get?
Just a normal iced latte. With that
Yum.
logo out.
Cute, fun, fresh. I've had this a few times and it just never fails. I feel like most of the time whenever I get chai from places, it can be like really good one time, and then the next time it's kind of like, eh. But this place, they always serve Mad Goat coffee. What would you rate yours?
7.5, 8.
Okay, okay.
Around there.
I think I'm gonna rate mine like a 9. Like it's solid, maybe like an 8.5. I feel like it's very solid. I enjoy it a lot. Barnes & Noble. This is really weird because I never talk while I'm filming in public, I feel like.
Okay guys, today we're gonna be doing ASMR at Barnes & Noble.
Can you hear that?
You gotta like nail through the pages.
Can you guys hear that? Every time I come here, I look at these and I really want to start the Cassandra Clare universe.
The what universe?
It's Cassandra Clare. She has like all these books. But I don't know. I don't think this is the first book, but like, do you see like all these pretty spines? Mm-hmm. Like they're so pretty and like they all line up together.
I see.
I don't know. I just don't really know where to start because I'm kind of overwhelmed because she has so many books. I did just buy the first one in this series because so many people have told me to read it. An Ember in the Ashes. It's going to be hauled later. Sneak peek. Love to see it.
Purr.
But recently, whenever I've come to Barnes, I've seen their newest book. I think there's actually a oh, this is the Barnes exclusive. Maybe it's the regular one that looks like a little bit more fancy, but I feel like this is so stunning and cute. I don't know what it's about or anything like that, but it does look really good. I don't know if I'll buy it now because I kind of want to read this series first before I get into this one because it's like a brand new one, but this does seem very interesting. They actually have a whole section for Belladonna in the rest of the series, which is kind of cool.
I just think of the Billie Eilish song where she's like, da 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 Belladonna.
I think I am gonna get this first one. I've just heard really good things about this whole entire series. These covers are actually pretty cool. The Treatment by Suzanne Young, and then you have The Epidemic also by her. This one's interesting. I don't know, maybe I'll add it to my want to read on Goodreads and think about it more. I don't know if I want to buy this, but the cover's really, really pretty.
True.
It's very cool. Oh.
Textured.
Yeah, I love a good texture. I'm also might check if this is on Kindle Unlimited because I feel like I always do that for books that I don't know too much about. Oh, there's another one too. The Remedy.
Little eye.
That is so cool. I love these covers. Just read the first book in the Skyward series. Absolutely loving it. Need to read more Brandon Sanderson immediately. Speaking of Brandon Sanderson, we should go look at his adult fantasy books. I might want to buy one now. If you guys watched my Fiance Chooses video, you'll know that I read my first Brandon Sanderson book, but it was a YA sci-fi by him. I kind of want to read one of his like high fantasy. I actually did get the Mistborn trilogy, but it is like small print, and that's just not gonna work. But the covers are different. The small print ones are just better covers. Like this is the big print one. It's also just huge. Floppy. We love a good floppy. Oh my gosh. This even has small writing though too. I might look online though and see what other ones they have for Brandon Sanderson. I just don't really like these Mistborn covers a lot. And that's where a lot of people say to start. I keep seeing these covers every time I come here. They just look so cute, but I think they're like cozy mysteries. I just don't know if I'd be into that. And I feel like I need to read the mysteries I have. I feel like we all know I'm a scaredy cat though, so we'll see if that actually happens. Luke?
Yeah.
Do you know what you're looking at right now?
Romance novels.
Sure.
Smut. I was trying to be polite. Okay.
They also have a whole Wicked section. Very excited for the Wicked movie. Shout out Brooke. She loves Wicked. Ariana Grande. Apparently, the book is like kind of scary too. I don't know if I could ever read the book. Oh, I wonder if they have Sally Rooney's new book, actually. I don't see it right here. It might be on like a display or something. But I read Normal People and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. So I kind of want to read it. I think it's called Intermezzo. I assume it's just I was about to say upstairs. Unfortunately, we do not have an upstairs at our Barnes & Noble, but it's probably up front, like on a display or something. We might have to go check that out. Luke is very excited. We're gonna go look for his book now.
It's a Stephen King novel.
Okay. Oh.
And a horror, scary, called Gerald's Game. I saw an Instagram reel about it.
Wow, he's on Bookstagram.
Not really. I saw a reel about the movie.
Okay.
That was made about the book.
Okay.
And I thought the movie was really interesting, so I looked into it, and they're like, "Oh, it's a book by Stephen King," and I was like, "Oh."
I should read that.
But he has 1 billion books, so.
I think it's right there.
It is right here.
Current haul right now. We got 2 books. Since it's spooky time, we're gonna act like I'm actually going to get a mystery thriller. In reality, I would never touch an actual mystery thriller. I'm so scared of everything. I haven't seen this anywhere. The Bookshop Sisterhood, but it does look very cute. You get like tons of different perspectives, and they're gonna like open like a bookshop. That sounds kind of cute. I feel like I would enjoy this a lot. I'm gonna add this to cart. Okay, look at this stunning copy of Emma by Jane Austen. Is this not everything? The strawberries and stuff on the back? Wait, this is so cute. This is very like coquette and aesthetic. I like this a lot. Will I be reading this anytime soon? No, ma'am. Isn't this so pretty?
Yeah.
So pretty. I still have to read Little Women by the end of the year, so maybe I shouldn't read another classic considering I just read 2. And it was not the best time. Let's be honest with ourselves. I'm literally scared of classics now, but it's whatever. I've also been seeing these everywhere. I'm currently listening to this one on audio right now, actually, and I'm enjoying it. It's pretty cute. I've been wanting to read a book by this author for a while. I think it's Fari McFarlane. I think that's how it's pronounced. I've heard really great things about them. Kind of like Emily Henry-esque. Oh, actually, Emily Henry has a blurb on this one. Oh, both of these, actually. More like women's fiction than like just kind of like romance and stuff going on. I read this on Kindle Unlimited. It was so, so good. Highly recommend. Thank you very much.
Have a good day.
You too. That was a very interesting experience for me. Filming in public,
Okay.
hard. Incredibly hard. Also, I don't know why, but it feels more like I'm actually talking to a microphone whenever I'm holding it. Whenever I had it clipped on, because I feel like it's more obvious whenever you're holding it, I just felt like nobody could hear me for some odd reason. But this is probably gonna be really loud, so I can't wait to mess with the audio for this entire video. Okay, we're gonna go home and then I will do a book haul for you guys. Okay, I took a little break from filming. I actually haven't filmed in so long, so it's kind of a little jarring just to start full out filming again in front of everybody at Barnes & Noble. Even though I did have the mics, which I'm super excited to play with, and I think that'll be easier because I don't have to like talk out loud or anything, especially if I go by myself. I can just like whisper like this into the mic or whatever. Hopefully everything turned out okay for the audio and stuff like that in this video. But I figure we'd go ahead and do the book haul portion of this video. I'm so excited. Let me just say, I have not been book shopping, like I've said, in a long time. I have been ordering some books here and there for quite a bit, and this is honestly like a wedding present to myself for getting through the wedding and mentally being okay now. Do I need to buy any books after this? The answer would be no. So if you see me buying books before the year is over, please do in fact yell at me. Anyways, I figured we'd go ahead and start out with the packages I have. So let's go ahead and open this one first. Okay, there's 3 books in here. The first one is a graphic novel series that I am super excited about. You guys have recommended it to me because you guys know I love the Heartstopper series and have been wanting to get into other graphic novel series as well. And it is called The Lore of Olympus by Rachel Smythe. I really haven't heard a lot about this other than you guys giving me recommendations and the reviews that I read on Goodreads. So I'm really excited. This seems very fun and the drawings are already very beautiful and a little bit different from a lot of other graphic novel style drawings. But I'm really excited to get into another graphic novel. I think that it's, yeah, it is like Greek mythology-esque, I think so. I don't know. I don't really know anything other than the fact that you guys recommended it. So I'm very excited, and hopefully this will be a new favorite graphic novel series. I don't know how many books there are either, so let me know if you've read the series, what you think, all that kind of stuff if you have read this. Okay, and then the next book is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabah Tahir. I am really excited about this. This is another one that's been recommended by you guys quite a bit. All 4 of these books in the series are very stunning. Kind of reminds me of the ACOTAR series too, because like if you look on the back, these are all the colors. Just very bright and vibrant. I know that this is a YA fantasy series, and this is the first one, and it seems like we have 2 main characters. I don't know if it's dual POV or not. Let me look. Ooh, it seems like it is dual POV. Maybe we get more than 1 too later on in the other books. I don't really know, but it seems like they're like under the control of an empire, and there's like rebels and spies and stuff going on too. And there is like a school system, so I don't know if it'll be like Fourth Wing, Harry Potter, Skyward-esque, where there is a lot of schooling involved in the first book. I don't know. I'm really intrigued, really excited. The spines are also very beautiful, so I'm very excited to put these up on my shelves eventually when I read them all. And it reminds me of the Cassandra Clare books that I eventually really want to get into, how they have just the beautiful spines that all go together. The next book is actually a Kristen Hanna book. I haven't read one yet, and I have one of her books on my TBR that I've been really wanting to get to for a while. I just haven't gotten to it yet. But I have a feeling I'm going to absolutely love her writing. This one that I picked up was The Great Alone. I feel like this just screams fall, just like the landscape and everything of it. I don't really know anything about this one. I just know that people have been absolutely raving about her work recently. I have Firefly Lane, and I really want to read that, and then my mom has The Nightingale. I definitely will be reading The Great Alone and The Nightingale sometime this fall/winter season, but let me know if I should wait to read Firefly Lane until like next summer, springtime. For some reason that just gives me summer spring vibes, but if I don't need to wait, I'm gonna read it as soon as possible because I'm just so excited to get into her reading. Her books. Okay, let's go through the next package. I think there's only 1 book in here. Yeah, which is 5 Survive by Holly Jackson. This is on my 24 books for 2024, so my 2024 TBR, and I didn't have it yet. Let me go ahead and take off the sticker now before I forget to, and it stays on there forever. Beautiful. Look at that. I mean, there is the reappearance of Rachel Price. Permanent sticker thing on there, but we're just gonna ignore that and not talk about that. This is a YA murder mystery. I really only exclusively read YA murder mysteries because I get scared very easily, as you will know if you've watched my channel for quite a while. And I love the Good Girls Guide to Murder series. I finished that I think months ago, probably in like the earlier half of the year, and I just ate it up. I love Holly Jackson's writing. I love how she's very fast paced and quick with it all, and it wraps up well, but I also love how she incorporates so many different elements too, and she makes it just so interesting and intriguing, like you want to keep reading more. Like I binge her books, like I just love them so much. So I'm really excited about this one, and that it's following different people with different stories. So I'm really excited to get to this. I will definitely be reading this before the end of the year because it's on my TBR, and hopefully I can get through that pull TBR. Speaking of my 2024 TBR, this was the only other book besides Little Women, but I'm gonna read that on my Kindle and then get like a very pretty special edition after I'm done reading it as like a reward. But this was the only other book that I didn't have that was on the TBR for the year, and that is Bear Town by Frederick Bachman. I'm really excited to read this over hopefully like the winter time, so probably in like December. This is probably one of the last books that I'll read off my yearly TBR for the year, and I'm really excited. I've heard nothing but great things about his writing, and I've never read a book by him before, and I know that this series is very well loved. There's a lot of found family, and it's just in like a small town. There's hockey going on, and this is a literary fiction as well. I've been wanting to get into a lot more literary fiction recently, and some of my favorite books are literary fiction, so I feel like I'm gonna eat this up like everybody else is, honestly. And I've heard that the rest of the series is really good too, but that it's emotional and you get very connected. The way that people have been describing it to me, it seems like it's One Tree Hill-esque, but instead of like One Tree Hill they have basketball, it's hockey. So I'm really hoping for that kind of vibe because I love One Tree Hill with my whole heart. Okay, the next few books were actually ones that Luke got for me for our wedding. This was a part of like my wedding gift. So if you haven't watched the wedding vlog, go ahead and check that out. You guys can see me open my whole gift from him, but this was just a portion of it. The first book that he got me was You with a View by Jessica Joyce. I have heard nothing but amazing things about this author, and I've been wanting to read her books for so long. I just haven't picked up one. So I figured I would start with her first book, which is this one. And when I first saw the cover of this last year, I just fell in love with the cover. Like, this cover is absolutely stunning. So well done. I am so excited. I don't really know what it's about at all, but honestly I love going into romances specifically blind. Most books I go into blindly, to be completely honest, but romances specifically because I don't want to give anything away or any tropes or anything like that. So I'm very excited for this and gonna see if I enjoy it just as much as everybody else is. And then he got me some Brandon Sanderson books. If you guys have watched my Fiance Chooses reading vlog, he chose a Brandon Sanderson book for me to read, which was Skyward, which is Brandon Sanderson's YA sci-fi series. The first one is called Skyward, and he got me the second one called Star Sight. This is such a good series so far. I've only read the first book, but I'm really enjoying it. I don't read a lot of sci-fi, but I'm about to start reading a lot more sci-fi. Or maybe it's just Brandon Sanderson himself. I literally want to read all of his books now, and I've just read one. So excited to continue this series. I think I'm gonna finish the Skyward series before I really get into any of his other books. In this series, we're following our main character, Spensa, and she lives in this world where they're constantly at war, and they've been at war since she was little. And the pilots in this world are kind of like the heroes. They're the ones like fighting the bad guys, and she's always wanted to be a pilot. She's very intense and very quirky, and her personality is honestly like very unique and very funny. I really enjoy her as a main character, but Spensa kind of has a tough time getting into things and becoming a pilot because of her family's reputation, which you'll find out more about whenever you read the first book. But I just really enjoy this. If you're wanting to get into Brandon Sanderson or just sci-fi in general, I would highly recommend any of his books. Surprisingly very bingeable, so I'm really excited to continue this series with this one. And then he also got me what a lot of people say is the starting point into Brandon Sanderson, which is the Mistborn trilogy. He didn't know that these were going to be the small editions. I don't like reading small books personally, and I just think they look better whenever they're like taller on my bookshelves as well. I'm very particular about those kinds of things, so I will be returning this and getting the bigger ones with just bigger text in general, and I just feel like they're gonna be floppier and nicer to hold for me as well. We might just return these now and get those later because I don't think I'm gonna dive into that series anytime soon, but this is where a lot of people say to start with Brandon Sanderson. I believe that this is just a high fantasy series by him, and it kind of starts everything with the Cosmere, and I am so excited to get into this. I hope that the covers for the larger editions are cool. I don't know. I need to look into that because the covers are very different for everything. But yeah, I'm so excited. If you've read any Brandon Sanderson, please comment down below like your favorites. Any info about the Cosmere I need to know before I truly dive in. And also let me know if you know if Skyward, like this series, is a part of the Cosmere. Because I don't know if his YA stuff is a part of everything. But that's basically how all of his books connect. It's called the Cosmere, so kind of like the Massiverse for Sarah J Maas in a way. I'm just so excited to dive into his whole like fantasy sci-fi world. It's just gonna be so fun and interesting. This next book was also a wedding gift. I did unbox it on camera, so I'll go ahead and show my reaction here. My friend Olivia did send me a package and she wanted me to open it, so I'm gonna film opening it that right now. I literally have no idea what it is, just this little box right here, so let's go ahead and open it. She said this was something that I wouldn't buy for myself, so I'm really interested to see what it is. Wait, is this a book? Oh my god, I'm literally gonna freak out. Are you joking me? I feel overwhelmed that you exist. This is literally one of the most beautiful books I've ever seen. It's so simple, but yet so incredibly like gorgeous. I'm literally obsessed. The sprayed edges Are you joking me? And the way it matches on the inside, and then this part, I feel overwhelmed that you exist. Are you kidding me? I am so excited. I'm probably gonna be redecorating my entire bookshelf soon just to be surrounded by this and let it have its own moment, to be completely honest. So thank you again, Olivia. This was literally the sweetest, kindest gift ever. I'm obsessed. Okay, and then this next book is the final book before we get into the ones that I got today. And you guys know I love Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter, so I was really excited to grab the second one, which is nothing like the movies by her. This is just the second one. This one is like more of like a second chance romance. I believe they're in college. I've been trying to avoid literally everything to do with this book just because Better Than the Movies was one of the books that really got me into reading, and I just love that story so much. I just think they're so cute. Like, I just love Wes and Liz. I always say if you're looking for a good romance to start out with reading, or as a palate cleanser, or even if you just want that pure first love feeling, I always recommend Better Than the Movies. I'm a little nervous because why is it a second chance romance? What happened to Wes and Liz? Lynn Painter, why did you do this to me? But I've also heard amazing things about it, so I'm really, really nervous to get into this. So hopefully I have a good time with this. I feel like I'm gonna fly through this book like I do with all of her other books. Just do not comment spoilers down below, okay? And also, wish me luck, please. Okay, now getting into the 4 books that Luke and I got today. We're gonna start it with his. I guess he saw an Instagram reel of this and was intrigued and he wanted to read it. I don't really know. You know, as somebody who gets scared of absolutely everything, would I ever think this would be a part of my book collection? Absolutely not. He got Gerald's Game by Stephen King. This sounds terrifying. I will never read this. If I do, please call for help because there is something wrong with me. He said it's already very interesting and weird, so I don't know. Hopefully he likes it. Yeah, that sounds absolutely terrifying. And then the 3 books that I got, I'm very excited about all 3 of them. The first one was the one that I really wanted to go for, which is Belladonna by Adeline Grace. This is the first book in the, I guess, Belladonna trilogy. Just a YA kind of like gothic fantasy series. I've heard nothing but amazing things about this series, and specifically the last book in the trilogy. I've heard that it is just amazing. So I'm really excited to get into this. I've been really loving like a little bit more darker themes in fantasy. I just feel like they're a little bit more unique and different. I really loved One Dark Window by Rachel Gillick. That's the first book in the duology, the Shepherd's King duology. I still need to read the second one. Maybe I'll finish that before I get into this. I need to finish so many series, actually. Maybe I should make a video of that, actually, because that might motivate me to do it. But yeah, I don't really know too much about it, but I'm really excited, and I'm glad that the trilogy is finished because I feel like it's more exciting because I could literally binge all 3 of them like back to back if I wanted to, and I don't have to wait for a new book. So I love that, especially because I am incredibly impatient. I guess a lot of these books I'm gonna be trying out some brand new authors. These 2 specifically, I've really never heard anything about this next book. I just read the back and I thought it looked really, really cute, and I've seen it at Barnes a few times, so I figured I would finally go ahead and grab it. And it's called The Bookshop Sisterhood. This was in the literary fiction section, and it seems like it's just about 4 friends who are going to open a bookstore, and then things happen in their life as they do, and it's just kind of about like sisterhood and friendship and all that kind of stuff. I feel like that sounds like a really good time to me. I love reading about like friendships, and I also love reading about like bookish things, so hopefully I will end up enjoying this. And then the next book is going to be another new author. I feel like I have so many new authors in all of these books that I ended up getting, which I'm really excited about. I have been wanting to try lots of new authors recently and just kind of like branch out a little bit more and try things that aren't exactly my taste, just so I can like further like figure out my taste, I guess. But the last book I got was by Fari McFarlane, and it's called Mad About You. I've heard nothing but amazing things about this author's work. I feel like so many people say that she reminds them of Emily Henry because it is in the romance section, but it is more like women's fiction with some romance subplot in it, and I love books like that. I absolutely love Emily Henry's work, so I feel like I'm really going to enjoy this author. I mainly picked this one because I saw Wedding Photographer and Hopeless Romantic about the 2 main characters, and I was kind of like, I got married, so I think that's a sign just to read about some like wedding drama, and I just thought it'd be fun. This was the one that I found like the most interesting, so hopefully I find a new favorite author in her. I'm really, really excited to read her work. How many books do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 books. That is quite a book haul. I will say I haven't bought books in quite a bit of time. I've been holding off, honestly, but I'm excited to add some new books to the TBR cart for my TBR videos every month. I feel like those are some of my favorite videos to film, so whenever I just have more options options. It's more fun to film, especially for me, probably more fun for you guys to watch as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts on any of the books that I looked at in the bookstore today, or any of the books that I hauled, if you want to see any specific books read in videos. And don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe if you did end up enjoying it. In honor of this stunning beach read special edition by Emily Henry, go ahead and comment down below like the beachscape emoji, or just any beachy emoji if you've watched until this far in the video, so I know who the real ones are. And if you want to keep up with me on the daily, go ahead and follow my Instagram, my TikTok, and my Goodreads. My Goodreads especially if you want to keep up with what I'm reading in real time. And yeah, I think that's it. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Luke. No.
Literally, I
1, 2, 3.
think I'm trying to kind of.
What are we? I think we're
I
filming.
think I'm literally kind of starting to like this microphone, so.
Period.
Literally.
Oh. Ow, pulling my hair, pulling my hair.
No.
Hey guys, I'm scared of everything.
I don't think you need to do that. I think it'll be plenty
Plenty loud enough?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Period.
Period.